UCCS did a baseline survey in the 3 counties where we are working, and we got the most vulnerable districts. Down into the districts, we got the most vulnerable locations. That is why we selected Kidungo, because it's the most vulnerable in Booni West district. There are more risks, and people in the location are prone to drought. Every time they have droughts, and so there is food insecurity.
Nitwethwa na mobinyi kuma kiwu mbwerathi ndio twabanda osindo na maybe yuma ni kwa kiwu.
Every time you must have a case of water conflicts in the chief, but now especially on the other side we had a case almost every month. Every drought season we have cases there, because the water, somebody has planted, water almost goes down, then they are competing for that water. As in, if you don't irrigate whatever you have, it's like you are going to die. So people would fight.
Initially, people in this area used to rely on relief food from the government. But as we analyzed the risks in the area, and people planned on how to address the risks, now we are getting cases of whereby people are saying that their names should be removed, or rather deleted from the relief lists. One of the major challenges was that people were not working together. So we had to mobilize through the provincial administration and church leaders to ensure that we get people come together as we plan for their development work.
When UCCM came, we were able to meet the whole location from different sub-locations and different villages, and we were able to identify. We found that different locations and different villages, we have the same problems. So we identified the problems. Then we looked at the mitigating factors, what we are supposed to do maybe to counteract that. So with the help of UCCS and the government, the UCCS brought government people, especially Minister of Social Affairs. We came, and then we sat down, we identified our problems, and then we found the way forward. What are we supposed to do ourselves?
Nundu yuniweka nditona nundu webanu ngona ni mubinye withe niko nitona konengo otete no munana wa akambia abantu ile kwikona kana tikaone undu tokwika kethia no tumela yogolia elitia zanebele singu obisi komini zanebele.
In this area, generally women were not involved in decision-making processes, but with PVCA and the plans that were made, more women have been involved in decision-making. And again, when the women do the advocacy activities, the songs, the poems, and they pass important messages, men see them as people who are adding value in the society. So in terms of power, it's like women are now more empowered and they are being involved in decision-making processes.
Men, okay, they have come to realize that even the women have the women can take care of the community, and they can be head of the community if they can educate people in the community and hear what they are telling them.
Somehow the power relations has changed. Like for this area, Kidungo, the chief and the assistant chief have been instrumental. And like the chief of the area had a lot of idle land near Makongo Sand Dam. And so he gave out that land to the youth and women groups to undertake productive work. With the poultry, the people in this area are able to get eggs, which improve on nutrition, and chicken acts as a petty cash for women, because mainly it's women who keep poultry. So they are able to get money when they sell the poultry. And with the goats, they are able to get milk. Again, milk improves on their nutrition, and they are able to sell in times of difficulties, like when there is famine in the area.
Tetia ke biashara nuno juu ithi siva misi kwitu kila membe na nguku wende na kuendea na kuongela target ye 50 withie ni tasukumana omya mwesi na ila siava tata tukethia ni ta biashara ndata nguku 50 sia kwa juta memba na ilo kwata 25,000 kama ungethi wandona kukilia mwesi ta muno kusomethia siana withie sisoma nesa batethi na omyako miseo ina kuya nesa okethia kila mundu musini muyani.
The major risks in this area, they cited that conflict over the water sources was one of the key issues. And so with provision of water, we are able to reduce that kind of conflict.
Ani kwitha imuta utu ya ingi tibanda tumanise o abanda ulongi akapanda nikana withie kila mundu ni watetheka kwisela kione kiki Makongo kya Silanga.
With the sand dams, there is water for irrigation, water for domestic use, and with the irrigation, there is food like the vegetables. They are able to sell. They are able to get money out of the vegetables, which they can use to pay school fees. So there is improved education, improved nutrition, improved everything. When they are sick, they are able to buy medication with that money from the vegetables. And so the whole issue of sand dams is addressing risks in these dry areas of Ukambani.
With water, we can now connect to the world, give them fresh beans, and then we get some money, foreign money actually. Yeah. So because you can see our land here is so small, with introduction of things like fresh beans, with small portion and more water, then you can benefit from that. It can sustain a family. At least half an acre can sustain a family. Although in Kenya we have free primary education, but it's not that free. They're just saying it's free, but you need food, you need clothes and all that. Yeah. Without enough food, even if there is free primary education, somebody cannot go to school. So with that, more education is attained, because children will have some kasuku, we call them kasuku here, to go to the school, to take some lunch. So you find that there will be less school dropouts because of the drought as before.
For markets, we have not adequately addressed. We are yet to meet with chain actors for French beans, because most of the people are selling to the brokers, and this is because of the small volumes. As we address the issue of volumes, we are also going to address the issue of the chain actors and who is to be involved and in what to play what role.
Kabawaga nundu yuto kati kwa za mundu wangeleka ni wautwa. Yu mundu wautwa kuna mabu mweba maneli. Kutweju. Na wa mweba maneli, utwa utwa ni nivyo. Ukethi ona wena wewe thukumenya ndina kwata kendo. Matwe bana ipyo. kiuthocia yukila kitu vinia muno nundu yundu watapoteleza wi yulu ithia yu nitwabanda mboka kana misanzi kwangelikana na yu twabanda sindu icio kithia yu nitwapoteleza wi yulu piu pethia wa pe na thina na nzia ya utwa kula ti utwa kithia thina yo icho tibanda tunini ithia at least uko tamalebele kana tatu ithia no pe thina.
For drought and climate change, we are facilitating the community to plant trees, both for fruit, for timber, and also for shelter. So we are working with the community and the advocacy groups to ensure that the issues of environment are addressed.
Itina wa miaka ezu itano kukethwa kwi kuseo na kwina maendeleo ivindani vyu yisa uthela nundu wa kwitha kana ivindani vyu nundu yo CCS ikethe tukwete gwoko na itukethe tumikwete gwoko na ituvundia njia kula kutietwe tondu yume mokie matuvundisyo wa soil and water na twamanya ku harvest kiwu na kwika kilondu gonthe kwa ukethe kwi kuseo.
Our key role is linking the community with the leaders, with other agencies, other ministries. And so as we sit together to analyze what is happening in the area, we'll be able to discuss with the leadership those health issues and how they can be addressed. But basically what we are doing as we prepare the community for such health facilities, we are training them on how to prevent diseases. We are training them on hygiene and sanitation and also on eating healthy so that they prevent some of the diseases, so that they are not going to the clinics every now and then. Every quarter we meet and review to see what else we can do as we work with the communities to reduce risks. So depending on the assessment and the map of the area, we look at the map, we review this area now as a sand dam, this area doesn't have, and we agree on where to target next. So when we involve people in monitoring their activities, they are able to review from time to time what they need to improve and what more that they need to do. This approach, which is addressing humanitarian and long-term development, is the best in this area. For example, when we are giving relief seed, we are sure that in the coming years we will not be doing the same because people will be bulking for themselves. And with the water structures, they are able to irrigate and so to ensure that they have seed all the time. So as we do relief work, we are also doing long-term development work, which will ensure sustainability of all what we are doing.